Hi everyone, my name is Sydney Clymer-Engelhart. It is February 22nd, 2023, and I'm going to be talking about the different structures of the urinary system, more specifically the kidneys. I also have a list of the structures that I'm going to be identifying. Alright, so the first couple things I will be talking about are how the urine gets transferred from the kidney from the kidney through the ureter down to the urinary bladder, and that is through the ureter itself. So right here on this kidney, you can see the structure pointing out right here. That is the superior portion of the ureter, and you can see down below it, inferiorly, is both the renal artery and vein. It's hard to distinguish the two when it's not dyed pink and blue to the specific artery and vein, but nonetheless, that is how the kidney gets its blood supply. Next, I'm going to be talking about using the same part of the kidney is the renal ileum and pelvis. When the ureter comes in, or its base is through the kidney, that is where the renal pelvis is located. It's hard to see it in this structure, but you can kind of see it pointing, coming into the kidney itself. It would be located right over here. And so the renal pelvis is connected to the ureter, and then that whole area itself containing the renal pelvis and going through into the kidney, into the major calyces, is determined to be the renal ileum. All right. The next structures I will be pointing out are the renal cortex and the renal medulla. So with this part of the kidney, you can see that there's kind of different colored portions of the kidney itself. The outside here, you can kind of see it's as a lighter gray color. That is the renal cortex. And then everything else in the kidney that's consisting of the darker colored, so all this area, is considered the renal medulla. All right. And then you can tell as well that there are different areas of darker colored spots of the kidney. And you see they're kind of triangular shaped, and we call those renal pyramids. The sections in between each pyramid, this is a pretty good one, for example, right here, that is called the renal column. And then we also have the renal sinus. They're kind of like fat deposits that surround each of the pyramids. Again, very hard to tell, but they would be found kind of surrounding each pyramid, wherever you can find any of the darker colored triangular structures. And the last two parts of the kidney I'm going to be talking about are the minor and major calyces. That is what brings the fluid from the renal pelvis to the pyramids to either to drain the urine out. The minor calyces are what connect to each of the renal pyramids. So they would be kind of smaller branch-like structures. Again, very hard to tell with this kidney, but then from there, all the minor calyces are connected to the major calyces, which all come together to form the renal pelvis. So you can see, again, this is where the minor calyces would be located, and the major ones would most likely be more towards the middle of the kidney itself. All right, and that is my video on the different structures of the kidney. Thank you.